My topic is Serve God Well. And I am taking my text from 1 Corinthians chapter 15 verse 58 and 2 Timothy 3:1-5. Rain of blessings are released into the life of the believer who is committed to giving his or her best in service to God. 1 Corinthians chapter 15 verse 58. Therefore, my beloved brethren, be ye steadfast, unmovable, always abounding in the work of the Lord, for as much as ye know that your labor is not in vain in the Lord. I want you to pay attention to the text. I am a pastor who is also a theologian, and when I preach, I want to look into the Bible and be able to hear or listen or be able to tell what the Bible is saying. I believe that the Bible is the best prophetic word for you. I believe that if you are in love with the Bible, there's no prophecy that will beat that. Now pay attention to the text. This whole text looks like an encouragement that is given to the Christians. And somebody will only encourage you when he knows that you will go through things that you don't want. This word is very important. Obika says take cover, stand well. Not just say inframa bibebo. Say inframa bimba on kancho se tintim. Na me him. Sa me him. Na say making sure say the eba no ense sound. And change you adwin. Emma wunye different from what you should be. If you we are ebama Christo fu chrese Christo sum enafo. If you we chrese se wan hwe ya obehwe ase enkranhye. Na ye behwe ase esane se enya yandi honam ni moja ne enya. Brunsam na ye ne nya no onim nia ohwehwe firi ye ho. Na nia ye kon edo inode be fam ode atwen efiri Nyankopon nas. It you say tintim nia ubeye bia ubetintim bia ye na mehi monkosu erade edwuma mu da ase kire se bebia wo bia no me erade edwuma enye wo dadwen. The only work that rewards here and hereafter is the work of God. And it is only people who think in the long term that are committed to it. Some interesting Bible be audible. Obe make sure say obeboa. Say who ye ni ye nkwadia obeboa. And the only work that rewards here on earth and hereafter is the work of God. As a young boy, when I became committed to the things of God, I didn't really have anybody to help me. One of the things that I committed myself to right when I was coming up is the things of God. Mishema brabo menabwa. Nankopon onya otrofo nia wakano oye nia osumnya mifri na kumemu yeno obuano. It's as beautiful as that. But who say wasai akacho say enye bete. It will not be easy. You will be uncomfortable sometimes. You will not feel fine sometimes. Sometimes you will not feel like coming to church. Sometimes you don't feel like paying your tithe. Sometimes you don't feel like praying. Sometimes you will not feel like fasting. Sometimes you will not feel like reading the Bible. Sometimes everything in you shows that you must do a different thing. The Lord who has called you knows that. But also in all, stand firm and be unmovable. So the Christian who is not being moved is the Christian on the way to receiving the blessings of God. I am going through a lot, but I don't substitute it with the work of the Lord. Me faniemamu inso niami femunu mbeshe nyankopon adwuma anan. I work genuinely for God, and God helps me. 2 Timothy chapter 3 verse 1-8. This know also that in the last days perilous time will come. You see, so Bible is real of what we will go through. Perilous time, challenging times, difficult times will come. And I say for men shall be lovers of themselves. And that's what we are in. I'm telling you. We are in a generation where they call it self-love. To me, post the status. Self-first. Especially, broken heart. Broken heart. Self-love. If you love yourself so much, you can never do the right thing for God. You can never please God in this life. It won't happen. Covetous, boasters, proud, ato ahindwa edi ne ho asim esi ne ho hene woyɛ ne hwe enye yi untumi ntunifo untumi encancel no untumi nkasa nkyerɛ no untumi entwe ne mfi suban bɔne a owom untumi because ɔno no hu ne ho sɛ ɔyɛ obi a ne tirimu dɔ ɔyɛ obi a kyerɛ sɛ ɔwɔ adwen kɛseɛ blasphemous ɔmo gu nipa ho fi disobedient to parent asoɔdenfo woka dan ontie da unthankful sɛ wobɛyɛ ade ama na n'ani asɔ deɛ to adwen unholy bibia ɛho nti bia wobɛhu no wɔ hɔ without natural affection truth breakers false accusers incontinent without self-control fierce despisers of those that are good having a form of godliness alright, worship and praise but denying the power thereof. And so the beginning of this very test gives us a warning that be mindful that in the last days difficult times will come. If you are a Christian and you don't prepare for difficult times, you can never push on in your Christian life. The ability to be called a successful person is when you have the capacity to prepare for difficult times. Every student who is admitted into a school knows that I am here for a difficult time. This is the reason why we learn each day, so that at that examination day you will not be found wanting. I don't care how much you love God and how people love you. I don't care how much you think you do the right things and how much you think other people are worse than you. There's going to be a time of difficulty that will be cut to the continuity of you alone. You are the only person who is going to go through that time, and it will be called a difficult time. And the question will be, will you be able to make it? Will you be able to pass through? Will you be able to overcome? Will God be proud of you at the end of the day? Difficult times are waiting for all of us. The way you prepare now as a child of God will determine whether you make it through your difficult times or you don't. All sorts of characters are ready to enter into you. All sorts of spirits are ready to use you. All sorts of demons are ready to chase you. How well are you preparing yourself? Because they are preparing for you. So how well are you preparing? Anybody who is able to prepare himself for difficult times also is able to work for God. Because when you are working for God, it's a call to preparation. You cannot use your common sense to serve this God. You cannot go and enjoy yourself and come and be a servant of God. It doesn't work like that. If you will be a true servant of God, you must prepare yourself. Otherwise, you will be rejected by God. It is true that you are a child of God, but God has not killed you or sent you to heaven simply because he wants you to serve him. And the service that God wants you to give to him, he wants it to be selfless. He wants it to be spot on. He wants it to be powerful. He wants it to be great, so that he can release himself into you. And before you can give God a great service, you must refresh your mind who God is. Always tell yourself, who am I serving? Because if you don't know who you are serving, you treat him anyhow. So my first point of discourse in this matter is to bring your attention to who this God is. Nyame our friend, he's the one who created the universe. He created you. And when he created you in his image and likeness. Look at how complex you are. He did all that by himself. And if he created you, then he's bigger than you. Look at the sea. He created the sea. And when you are even in a boat in the middle of the sea, you are uncomfortable. But he created it. It means he's bigger than the sea and even the depth of the sea. Think about the sun and the way when it's scorched, you have to put on your spectacles and you have to put on an umbrella. Because sometimes when you are from the dark place, you step into the sun, you have to close your eyes a little to reduce the intensity of light that is going into your eye, simply because this God created the sun. So it means that he brights more than the sun. Think about it. And he is also hotter than the sun. You can't come close to this God. You can't come close to him. It's just not possible. Moses tried to say, Lord, I want to see him. He said, nobody sees me and live. And we are talking about the God who says, I change not. You can't come close to him. He burns more than the sun. Think about it. He created the whole earth, and the whole earth cannot contain him. Because anytime or say even the presence be pay was there's a shaking and a quickening. This God is something else. This is the God who has called us. Or say the earth is my footstool. Or say me nine back up and I made to me the iron. Even with that, the earth cannot stand it. The heavens, where is a realm of eternity, Bible say is his office. Even the heavens, not all angels have been able to perceive him. This God that we serve, you cannot measure his beginning and his end. Because after he has created the earth, he created the universe. And this universe that God has created has no end and has no beginning. And we float, the earth floats in the universe, yet he is bigger than the universe. Where does God dwell? You tell me. Where does this God live? Bible say he dwells in light, but the question is, what light? Have you sat down to think about who made him and where he is from? He's called a God all by himself. If we can do things for ourselves and we cannot do things for God, it's an insult to him. If we can sacrifice for people who don't matter and we cannot sacrifice for God, it's a spite on his face. That is why Jesus Christ is there, so that he will look at him and not you. So when you hear a word, for God so loved the world, it means that send your tiano in kawune ni bedin kita ho one on one in kawasobede. The early church fathers called him invincible God. When Jesus was with us, the disciples said, we want to see the Father. He said, as you have seen me, you've seen the Father. The early church fathers called him the unbegotten God. The nameless God. The eternal God. The incomprehensible God. The unchangeable being. Martin Luther King speaks repeatedly and called God Dios absconditus. Not just a nyankopon a wohwehwe na unhunu wo baabia. Nanso osan ewo baabia. He went on to say, se opese uhu nyankopon yi a agye ho konkra aboa. Na wenya ne muntiase enokra kete. John Calvin says, God in the depth of his being is past finding out. Yansom nyame. Mesi yansom nyame. Yen shed send yote. Ni emfa de se, emfa nya den. Emfa ma. Sa wo ye ni yie, na sa wo ye wadwuma yie a, afi wadwuma no ye nuonyam hye, etwe akra. E de omo adwen ba Yesu so. Na afi wo nso abrabo no, nyame hyira. Den na kwa agosie, ubedi de wa asase so. Na o pass it to glory so a, wademodie. Fefef. Nyame hyira nya no nya yekese.